It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to the Class 2 District 5 tournament here on TribCast. Bonus coverage of the ladies' semifinals, Paris and Ellsbury. Paris is the 2, Ellsbury is the 3, and that ball knocked into the backcourt, and Ellsbury leads this game 32-30 with a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Here's Tynesha Henderson with it for the Ellsbury Lady Indians. Bounce pass to Tess Weekly. Weekly over to Tiny again. Tynesha Henderson left with what appeared to be a knee injury a few minutes ago. Here's Tess Weekly. Shot put up from the far side is good. Ellsbury goes up 4. Kylie Kinsler with 2 points to make it a 34-30 lead. A lot of fouls in the first half, not a whole bunch in the second half, and the Paris fans trying to get their team hyped up. Hamilton kicks it back out. Moore puts it off the glass and in, and it's a 2-point game again, Allison Moore. She's had a pretty good night. Here's Tynesha Henderson for Ellsbury in bonus coverage of the Class 2 District 5 ladies semifinals. Here's Claire Henry. Back to Weekly. Weekly runs over a defender and draws a foul. Trying to restore the 4-point lead. Foul beyond number 20. That's Allie Francis, 5'6" senior guard. It was before the shot, so they'll inbound. 4 fouls for Paris, and that ball's intercepted. 3 for Ellsbury here in the second half. Floater off the glass, no good. That's going to stay with Paris. Off the miss by Moore. 5:41 to go here in the fourth quarter. And back in is Tyra Henderson. Kaija Clark checks out for Ellsbury. Lob pass into Hamilton. That's Torrey. Gets it back to Moore. On the far side. And back out top is Delaney Miller. Miller to the near side for Francis. Got it to Hamilton. Kicks it back out. Here's the 3. No. From the far side, the 3. It's good. That's Allison Moore. And that puts Paris up by a point. Henderson across the line. Very deliberately, they'll run the offense to Henderson. Tyra gets it to Tess Weekly. Weekly kicks it back to Tynesha Henderson. Tiny's shot is no good. Put back. Tess Weekly's shot no good. And then, I think Hamilton got away with a little bit over the back there. And here comes Paris. Moore gets it to Hamilton and kicks it back out. On the baseline, Moore to the near side. That shot from 11 foot, no good. Put back, though, by Hamilton is good. And now it's a 37-34 Paris lead. And a timeout taken by Ellsbury. Bonus coverage of the Class 2 District 5 tournament from Ellsbury High School. Ellsbury trails Paris 37-34 here in the fourth on thepeoplestribune.com.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local La Crosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
This is the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. Bonus coverage of the Class 2 District 5 tournament as we await our game between the top seed Clopton and the 4 seed Van Far. Top 4 teams all advance. This is the 2-3 matchup. Paris, the 2 seed, leading the 3 seed Ellsbury 37-34. Here's Tess Weekly for the Ellsbury Lady Indians. To the near side, through Hagemeyer to Tynesha Henderson. All the way back up to Kylie Kinsler. Kinsler at the point, guarded closely by Delaney Miller. To the near side for Tyra Henderson. Henderson to Henderson, Tiny with it on the far side. She's going to drive, give it back to Tyra. That 3 is off the mark. Rebound punched out and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Ellsbury as they were able to push it back off of Delaney Miller. Or are they saying it was tipped on the way across? They're saying it was a tip pass, not off of Miller, but from the near side where the pass originated. All the way back to the timeline for Tynesha Henderson. 3:53 to go in the fourth. Here's Tess Weekly to the free throw line for Tyra Henderson. Henderson back to Kinsler. Now to Weekly. To Kinsler. And to Tynesha Henderson. Tess Weekly with it on the near point. Takes it to the free throw line, works past Hamilton, and her shot is blocked but fouled. And I think that's going to go on Allison Moore. 3-point game, 3:30 to go. That's her fourth. She's kind of been driving the offense for Paris here throughout the game. And the shot for Weekly is good, and it's a 2-point game. 37-35 here from the Class 2 District 5 Ladies Semifinals. If you're wondering about the Bowling Green game against Herman, it has been postponed, pushed back till tomorrow. So they'll play Wednesday and Friday, the ladies, and the guys' championship semi will be on Thursday. And the boys' championship in that district will be on Saturday. And there's Hamilton with 2 more. 39-36, 3:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Will this thing go to overtime? Here's Tess Weekly. Weekly from behind the free throw line. Hamilton out to defend. To Tynesha Henderson. Henderson back to Tess. She'll put up a 3 with a hand in her face. Off the back iron, no good. We're going to have a foul on the rebound. That'll go on Hagemeyer. And that's her fourth. So Hagemeyer picks up her fourth, is replaced by, actually she'll stay in the game as they double up on all the height they have with Claire Henry in there. Tynesha Henderson came out. So out high you got Kinsler, Tyra Henderson, Tess Weekly. And then the double post. Here's Hamilton on the turnaround, no good. Got her own rebound. Putback's no good. And finally Henry grabs the second one. Here's Kinsler. That shot's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Delaney Miller. Miller going to dribble out of trouble. Over to the far side for Moore. Moore across the time stripe for the Paris Lady Coyotes. Bonus coverage here. Picked it up. Minute into the fourth. Hello, sir. That shot, no good. Here's Tess Weekly for Ellsbury, and we're going to have another blocking foul as Weekly lowered the boom and put down Allie Francis. Francis picks up the personal. Again, it's on the floor. That'll be the 6th team foul, so the next one will be 1-and-1s for Ellsbury, and back in Kaisha Clark. She'll replace Tyra Henderson. Just the second on Allie Francis. Kaisha to Tess Weekly. Thought about the 3, pulled back. Back to Kaisha to Tess again. So they play catch on the far side. Tess dribbles between the circles to the near side for Kylie Kinsler. Kinsler gets it to Horn, and a foul whistled on Tori Hamilton, the 6'5" junior. And we'll see how many that is on Hamilton. That's her 3rd. So that sends Claire Henry. Tynesha Henderson will come in after the first shot. 2-shot foul, and the first one's good. 2-point game, minute 51 to play. And the second one is good as well, and it's a 1-point contest with a minute 51 on the clock. They get it in to Moore. Playing catch to Delaney Miller. Back to Moore. Going to have to break this pressure, get across the line. She stopped. They get it across with a pass last second over to the far side, and they'll hold. Set the offense. The Paris Lady Coyotes up by 1. Moore floats through and scores. Allison Moore. Minute 27 to go. Here comes Henderson with some speed across the line. Over to the far side for Tess Weekly. She's going to try another three with a hand in her face. That one's no good, and the rebound pulled down by Delaney Miller. And a foul whistled against Tynesha Henderson. That's just the 5th team foul. In the first half, Paris was shooting in the double bonus with over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. So Ellsbury's done a really good job as Josie Horn comes in. And some more height. 4 fouls on Kylie Kinsler is who they called the foul on. And now another foul with a minute 5 to go. 41-38 Paris. If they win this, we'll say they survived. They get it in. Here's Moore. Clear path to the basket. No, but a foul. That's going to be on Hagemeyer. I think that's 5. And that'll be the end of her night. So Megan Hagemeyer fouls out for Ellsbury. Ellsbury going with the more athletic lineup. And the first shot for Moore is good. Allison Moore, a 5'9" senior guard. Horn checks out. Kinsler back in. So you got both Hendersons, Kaija Clark, Kinsler, and Weekly in there with a 4-point deficit staring them in the face. Ellsbury with the ball. Down 42-38. To the near side. Here's Tess Weekly. Back and around to Tyra Henderson. That shot, no good. Kaija Clark, the putback, no, and no foul. Here's Tynesha Henderson with the basket. No fouls on the play, but a timeout taken by Ellsbury. We'll take some too here with a little bonus coverage from the Class 2 District 5 tournament on TribCast.
District Basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Frankfurt Farm Supply, PJ's Salon, Perkins Electrical and Plumbing, Magruder Limestone Company, Country View Nursing Facility, Midwest Pest Professionals LLC, Denise Leverett of RP Lane Company, Hubrain Construction, Baragiola Hardware and Lumber, Beinhoff Funeral Homes LLC, and Center Locker Service. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
36.5 seconds to go. Bonus coverage of the Class 2 District 5 tournament here on TribCast. Moore gets it to Miller in the backcourt. And across the line to number 32, Nicole Skinner. And she's fouled. We'll see who it's on. It's on Tiny Henderson. Tynesha, her second foul, and a 1-on-1 opportunity for number 32. Nicole Skinner, a 5'3" sophomore guard. As they play the foul game, get those offensive players in there. And the shot is good. Oh, hit the front iron, rolled over. Looks like Paris is going to advance unless Ellsbury gets a miracle here. They're down 3, Ellsbury is. 26.8 seconds to go. The crowd is loud. The second shot is good as well. The sophomore comes up big. Here's Tess Weekly. Weekly floats and scores. And a timeout taken by Ellsbury. 44-42, 19.6 seconds to go. Well, I let her have that one. More bonus coverage of the Class 2 District 5 semifinals after this on TribCast.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
19.6 seconds to go. This is bonus coverage. Paris and Ellsbury. The Lady Coyotes, the 2 seed, lead the 3 seed by 2 points here in the final 20 seconds. And there's the foul. On Tess. Nope, not on. Yeah. Goes against Tynesha Henderson, her third, before the contact with Weekly. One-and-one opportunity, the final 1-and-1. Here's Moore at the line. .1 seconds to go. And the shot is good. 3-point lead with 16.1 on the clock for Paris. Winner takes on the winner of the Clopton Vane Far game. That's coming up next in its entirety here on the peoplestribune.com. Second shot, good as well. So it's a 2-possession game and a timeout taken by Paris. 16.1 on the clock, 46-42. 4-point Paris Lady Coyote lead on TribCast.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Ellsbury ball underneath the basket with 16.1 seconds to go. They're down 4. They have to go the length of the floor. It's a 2-possession game. Kaisha Clark, a senior, getting ready to trigger the inbound. Here's Tess Weekly. That's who I'd give it to also. To the near side, here's a 3. It's good. Claire Henry, and it's a 1-point game with 8.2 seconds to go. Timeout, Lady Indians. Paris has the ball when we come back. 8.2 on the clock on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibveach.com or callyourfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bib Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green in Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See viasat.com for details.
Paris can't give it away here. They get it into Miller and fouled with 7 seconds. So 1.1 seconds bleeds off the clock. And it'll be a 2-shot foul. And going to the line is Moore. Allison Moore. The game on the line. Senior at the line. Clopton waiting in the tunnel, and she missed the first one. So at best, it'll be a 2-point lead at best with 7 seconds to go. And Paris is going to have to play some defense if they want to advance to the championship game. Either way, a 3 beats you. She makes the second, so has to be the 3 to beat you. And a timeout taken by Paris. 7 seconds to go, 47-45. The Coyotes lead the Indians on TribCast.
District Basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Dairy Queen of Vandalia, Dempsey Construction, Advanced Eye Care, Central Bank of Audrain County, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Spare Time Bowl and Grill, Penrod Real Estate, Stanek Auto and Supply, and by American Family Insurance Agent Rusty Strother in Vandalia. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast. Meyer Implement Company, your Kubota dealer in Bowling Green, invites everyone to attend this week's postseason games. As an authorized Kubota dealer, Meyer Implement is proud to offer a full line of Kubota tractors, utility vehicles, construction equipment, and mowers to make life a little easier on the farm or in your backyard. Proudly serving the area since 1939, Meyer Implement Company is proud to help sponsor this year's tournament on TribCast. Here's to a great week from your Kubota dealer, Meyer Implement Company of Bowling Green.
7 seconds to go between Ellsbury and Paris. Ellsbury trails by 2 points. They have to go again the length of the floor. And we'll see how good the clock operator is to the home team. It's going. Here's Tess. 2 to tie, 3 to win, to the hoop, and we're tied. And that's it. We're going to OT, 47-47, here for a chance to go to the district championship. What a drive by Tess Weekly. We'll be back with overtime between these two clubs after this on TribCast.
And now, big news from your area flooring headquarters, Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green. They're proud to announce 3 new lines of vinyl click-together flooring that look absolutely fantastic with Liggins quality installation with over 20 years experience. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, or tile, call Mike or Shelley at 573-324-3030. Oh, and don't forget, Liggins Flooring is the only Dreamweaver carpet distributor in the area. Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Ask your agent for details. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Tim Jenkins in Louisiana show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
It's bonus coverage here from the Class 2 District 5 tournament. We're going to overtime, and the start of overtime brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. And it'll be Hamilton, of course, jumping center for Paris. against Tynesha Henderson, who comes up to her waistline. And no jump from Tiny as Hamilton tips it back and Paris gets the first possession. Here's Moore. Moore to the near side. They lob it into Hamilton. Hamilton goes off the glass and Paris is up by 2. 49-47, 3:45 to go in OT. Tynesha Henderson over to the far side for Kaija Clark. Kaija to Tess Weekly, now back to Tiny. Tries to go in amongst the trees, and Tyra was blocked by Hamilton. Here's more lob pass for Hamilton. Hamilton goes off the glass, no good, and the rebound tipped around. Paris came up with it momentarily, and then it's tied up, and it's going to be Ellsbury ball with 3:17 to play. Waiting on Clopton and Van Far, the 1-4 matchup. Crossover. Oh, and a double dribble on Tynesha Henderson as she lost control. So Tiny gives it back. Down 2 with 3:07 to play. 4-minute overtime to decide who goes to the district title game against either Clopton or Van Far. Boys semifinals tomorrow. That shot off the glass is good. That's number 20, Allie Francis. And a 4-point lead for Paris over Ellsbury. Ellsbury, the road team here at home in this Class 2 District 5 semifinal. Near side, Tyra Henderson back out to Claire Henry. That goes to the hoop, ribs out, no good, and the rebound comes out the far side to Allie Francis. Francis gets it up to Delaney Miller, now to Allison Moore. Moore, she drives to the far side and then pulls back up 4. You don't have to do too much. Here's Miller to the near side. Lob pass in for Hamilton as they play perimeter offense. Over to the far side for Moore. Moore to the baseline. Her shot from 6 feet's no good. Big old bump, no foul called on the far side. How's that not a foul? Weekly, no, but a foul will send Test to the line. So Tess Weekly goes to the line to try and make it a 2-point game. Bonus coverage leading up to Clopton and Van Far here on TribCast. Foul goes on Delaney Miller, and the shot is good. 51-48. Ellsbury down 3, looking for the upset here. Second shot for Tess, trying to extend her high school career. And the second shot is no good. Rebound knocked around, and it goes off of Paris out of bounds. So now Ellsbury a chance to tie with a 3. Kylie Kinsler to inbound. Trying to find somebody, gets it to the near side for Claire Henry. Now back out top to Josie Horn over to the far side. Tess Weekly with it. She's been the linchpin here down the stretch. And she's going to drive. Past the much taller Hamilton, scoops it. Shot no good, and here comes Paris up 3. It's a 1-possession game, so if you're Paris, you want to get that basket. Here's Hamilton, kicks it out. But you want to burn some clock in the process down to 1:25. We're in overtime number 1 here from Ellsbury High School. Lob pass into Hamilton. She'll kick it back out. Got a drive to the hoop, and good. That's Nicole Skinner with 1:10 to go. It's a 5-point game. Tess Weekly for the Ellsbury Lady Indians. Drives to the near side, scoops, and scores. It's a 3-point contest with now 57 seconds to go. Moore across the line. Kicks it back out of trouble, and a timeout taken by Paris And their coach Garrett Thomas with 47.9 seconds to go. 53-50. We're in overtime. Bonus coverage of the Class 2 District 5 tournament on TribCast.
In a world at the mercy of every rise and fall of the thermometer, your local Bryant professional will stand and defend you, your family, your home, and your bank account from fluctuating temperatures and rising energy bills.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance, Contracting, Heating, and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, SparksHeatingandCooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Inbound on the far side for Paris. We're in overtime. Bonus coverage of the Class 2 District 5 tournament here on TribCast. Miller gets it into Moore. Moore cut off from the baseline in a triple team. It's tied up, and a travel called. A travel called on Moore. That's interesting. Ellsbury now with a chance. Down 3. Here's Tess Weekly. Looking for the 3. Here's the 3, and it's blocked by Hamilton. Ball goes to the floor. Still on the floor, and a kick called on Tynesha Henderson. Adam Falloon with the call. There's a steal. Goes to the floor, to the near side, and what do we have? A timeout taken before the shot. 53-50, 27 seconds to go. Ellsbury with the ball when we come back on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
Paris ahead by 3 with 27 seconds to go in overtime. $53-50. Here's Kaisha Clark, former Louisiana Bulldog. Takes it to the far side for Tess Weekly. Weekly forces a 3. It's well short. And the rebound picked up by Hamilton, taken away. Pass across and knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Ellsbury with 11.4 seconds to go in overtime. Still down 3 are the Lady Indians. They hit a near buzzer beater to force overtime. Tied at 47. Not much scoring here over the last 3+ minutes. They get it out. Here's Tyra Henderson for 3. Misses everything out of bounds, back to Paris with 8.2 on the clock. Substitutions, just 1. Josie Horn comes in for Tess Weekly. Delaney Miller to inbound. Gets it into Hamilton, gets it back to Miller. Lob pass. They're trying to kill the clock, and they finally get a foul as Kaisha Clark, with 2.5 seconds to go, picks up her second foul. Kaisha always been one of our favorites, and this could be her final high school game if Ellsbury can't come back. At the line, Allie Francis, again a 5'6" senior. And the first shot is good. It's a 4-point game. That could be the nail in the coffin there. 2 possessions now, unless you get fouled on a 3 that goes. That might be the last of Ellsbury. One more shot for Allie Francis. We've got Clopton and Van Far, 1-4 matchup coming up in the second semifinal. This is bonus coverage, and she missed it, and that's it. 1.5, long shot into the stage, and Paris has defeated the Ellsbury Lady Indians in overtime. There should be 2.5 seconds to go, actually. No one touched the ball. Now, they're saying it should be 1 second to go. The game is over. Ellsbury is lost to Paris, and we'll be back with our official start, I guess, of the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame after this.
District Basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Orff Construction Company, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Ingram Plumbing, DH Electric, by Saints Avenue Cafe, Wood Smoke Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Missouri State Representative Jim Hansen, and the Clopton Hawks Booster Club. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Back here at Ellsbury, getting ready for Clopton and Van Far, putting the wraps on the Ellsbury overtime loss to Paris. Scoring, Tynesha Henderson with 4 points in the ball game. 8 points for Claire Henry, 2 points for Kylie Kinsler. Big night for Tess Weekly. 6 points for Tyra Henderson. Kaisha Clark in her final high school game with 3 points. Tess Weekly, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22 points. 22 points for Tess Weekly for the Ellsbury Lady Indians in her final game of her high school career. The leader for Paris was between Hamilton and Moore. Moore had a 7-point first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter, so finishes the first half with 10, 13 by the end of 3. She had 19 points total for Tori Hamilton, big number 44. For Allison Moore, $19 points for Allison Moore. There's the top 2 scorers for Paris, and we'll see them regardless of the winner of our game here on Friday night, as it'll be one of our teams, either Clopton or Van Far, in the championship game here from the Class 2 District 5 tournament. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk about this one. Some lineup changes when we come back on TribCast.
What an awesome season our athletes, coaches, student body, and fans have had. All this success was accomplished through hard work, talent, fine coaching, and tremendous community support. The Bowling Green Bobcats Athletic Boosters are committed to serving the student athletes of Bowling Green High School. Be sure to visit with a Booster Club member to see how you can become a member yourself. We have so much to celebrate. Go Bobcats and best of luck from your Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to Ellsbury High School. Ellsbury has fallen to Paris in overtime here tonight, and now the second game of the night, and a fresh set of referees for the second game. Features the number 4 seed Van Far Lady Indians in their first district semifinal since the 2011-2012 season. And perennial district champion, it seems like, the Clopton Lady Hawks, the number 1 seed in this tournament. And they'll have actually some lineup changes for tonight. 2 of the Lockharts have been dealing with some sort of bug. Jillian had it yesterday, but she's back and okay tonight. Kerrigan Lockhart is out for the ball game tonight. Will not play. Didn't go to school today, and is a no-go for this district semifinal game. So one of your 5 normal starters not in the lineup for Coach Devin Street as they try and get into another district title game. We'll take another quick break. We've got our starters and a lot more to talk about it here on thepeoplestribune.com.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Orff Construction Company, McMailer & Sons Excavating and more, Airco Travel Centers, Cole Chiropractic Center, the Van Par Indians Booster Club, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green, by Pike County Title Company, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Lynn's Heritage House, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Danny Orff General Contracting, and Calvert's General Insurance. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Welcome back to Ellsbury High School, getting ready for Clopton and Van Far, the 1-4 matchup here in the semifinals. 2 has beaten 3, so they are into the championship game, the Paris Lady Coyotes. So we'll write that on our brackets as we go through this district week, so the 2 seed is in overtime over Ellsbury. And then now we've got Clopton and Van Far, and we mentioned Van Far, their first district opening round win since the 2011-2012 season. That's back when Coach Redding, the boys' assistant, was the head coach for the girls. So it's been a number of years, a number of players have come and gone. Good teams, just not able to get over that hump in the opening round of districts, and now they're there. And this is a team, they don't have a very deep bench, so they've got to rely on what they've got, and what they've got is a pretty good 1-2 senior punch between Jaylee Jennings and Jordan Garner. And Garner kind of put the team on her back there in the opening round and was able to push Van Far through with that 53-45 victory over Mark Twain, a Mark Twain team that had beaten them February 1st pretty sizably at Van Far High School. That was the night that Jaylee Jennings hit her 1,000th career point. So a good rebound for Van Far to beat Mark Twain here on Saturday. Clopton, they beat up on Louisiana 72-32. I thought Louisiana played hard. They gave Clopton some fits in some certain areas, but again, it was a 40-point victory for the Hawks by the time the thing was said and done. So they're here with not as hard of a road as Van Far to get into this semifinal. We'll see what Van Far has left, but both teams coming off almost a whole weekend of rest as both teams played on Saturday afternoon here at Ellsbury. So rested. Again, if you are looking for the Bowling Green game against Herman, it has been postponed till tomorrow. Same start time. It's I guess 7:30 tip-off. I think a 7:10 pregame here on TribCast with Chuck and April. So that game pushed back. They'll play the ladies semis tomorrow. The men's semis, which we don't have any teams remaining, will be on Thursday. Ladies championships on Friday, and the men's championship at the Class 3 District 8 tournament from Montgomery on Saturday. So they won't do the games back-to-back on Friday like they are scheduled here. We'll see what the weather does, if we have basketball here tomorrow or not. But they made the call early at Montgomery, and actually the athletic director, Adam Floon, refereed the first game here tonight. So opened up his schedule, and he was able to take a game. And as Paris outlasted Ellsbury in overtime. So we'll take a break, come back with more. Our starting lineups are next on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Time for tonight's Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineup. Check out all their services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, caring for our communities. First for the number 4 seed Van Far Lady Indians, 9-15 on the season. They're coached by Kelly Borchert. They'll start a senior at 5'7", number 1, Jordan Garner. A junior at 5'11", number 5. A freshman at 5'3", number 10, Devin Keller gets the start tonight. A freshman at 5'8", number 21, Haley Baskett. A senior at 5'10", number 23, Jaylee Jennings. And a sophomore at 5'3", number 24, Panna Conaway. So again, for Van Far, it's Garner, Keller, Baskett, Jennings, and Conaway, your starters. For the number 1 seed, Clopton Lady Hawks, they're 23-3, coached by Devin Street. They'll start a 5'2", sophomore, number 11, Taylor Akers. Replacing Kerrigan Lockard in the starting 5 is a 5'3", sophomore, number 13, Megan Harrelson. 5'5", senior gets a start tonight, number 15, Caitlin Kuntz. And rounding out the, Also in the starting five, a 5'8" senior, Jillian Lockard, number 24, coming off an illness yesterday. And rounding out the starting five is a 5'10" senior, number 42, Kaylin Lockard. So again, it is Lockard, Coons, Harrelson, and Akers, your starting five for the Clopton Lady Hawks. And those are your Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. Check out all their services at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, caring for our communities. We've got basketball coming up, the Class 2 District 5 semifinals. Who's going to take on Paris? We'll find out in minutes as Clopton and Van Far do battle right here on thepeoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, celebrating 10 years of champions. The Missouri State High School Activities Association District Basketball Tournaments on thepeoplestribune.com are brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance Agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Sidney Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by La Crosse Lumber Company, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Bank, Young Enterprises Incorporated, by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, B&B Automotive, by Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, Cellular and Satellite Center, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana, by County Markets in Louisiana and Vandalia, Meyer Implement Company, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, by Family Health Pharmacies, Liggins Flooring, People's Bank and Trust, by Orp Construction Company, McMailer and Sons Excavating and more, Airco Travel Centers, Cole Chiropractic Center, the Van Far Indians Booster Club, Hogue Ford in Bowling Green, by Pike County Title Company, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Lynn's Heritage House, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Danny Orff General Contracting, Calvert's General Insurance, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Abel's Quick Shops, by Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Ingram Plumbing, DH Electric, Saints Avenue Cafe, Wood Smoke Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, by Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, by State Representative Jim Hansen, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Frankfurt Farm Supply, PJ Salon, Perkins Electrical and Plumbing, Magruder Limestone Company, Country View Nursing Facility, by Central Bank of Audrain County, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, by Midwest Pest Professionals LLC, Denise Leverett at RP Land Company, Brand Construction, Baragiola Hardware and Lumber, Beinhoff Funeral Homes LLC, Center Locker Service, by Dairy Queen in Vandalia, Dempsey Construction Company, Advanced Eye Care, Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Spare Time Bowling Grill, Penrod Real Estate, Stanek Auto and Supply, and American Family Insurance Agent Rusty Strother in Vandalia. Now, coverage of the MSHSAA District Basketball Tournaments from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Van Far being introduced to this big crowd here tonight, both sides, and a lot left over from the last game. Pretty full here at Ellsbury High School, the Class 2 District 5 semifinals. The Paris-Ellsbury game was a thriller, went to overtime. Paris ends up winning by 3. Van Far has been introduced. Now, Clopton will take a break. We'll come back with your La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip after this.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local La Crosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local La Crosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Video coverage of postseason basketball courtesy of Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana. Auto, home, and life. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Opening tip brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Clopton and Van Far 1 against 4 to decide who goes to the district title game, and it'll be Jillian Locker jumping center against Jaylee Jennings. Jennings has the height advantage. It's pushed back, and Clopton will pick it up with Megan Harrelson. Harrelson into the starting lineup due to the illness of Kerrigan Lockard here today. Here's KK for a 3 from the near corner. It's long. Jillian Lockard the rebound for the Clopton Lady Hawks. Back to Megan Harrelson. She's going to drive, kick it off to Kaylin Lockard. Now to Jillian. Her shot from the baseline's no good. The rebound pulled down by Haley Basket for Van Far. Up to Devin Keller. Keller back to Basket and across the line. Van Far comes on their first possession. Clopton missed a couple of shots. Here's Keller for 3. It's good. Devin Keller puts Van Far ahead in the early going, 3-0. Here's KK to Taylor Akers. Akers ties it right back up. How about that? Van Far breaks the pressure. That shot from the far side, Haley Basket, is good. Van Far up 5-3. Kuntz back to Akers. 3 wasn't there this time. Now to Jillian Lockard. Over to the far side. Here's KK for 3 from the corner and good. Clopton ahead for the first time. Caitlin Kuntz. Keller a long pass ahead to Conaway. And Van Far sets the offense with Jaylee Jennings. Jaylee with Kuntz out to guard. Goes to Keller on the far point. Working against Harrelson. Bounce pass. Tried to get it to Jordan Garner. It's knocked away from her and stolen. Here comes Clopton. Kuntz through the hands of Taylor Akers. Pass was behind her just a tad. And with 6:20 to go, Van Far has it down a point. We're in the first quarter, just underway here from Ellsbury, second game of the night. Here's Jaylee Jennings to the near side for Panna Conaway. Now Devin Keller, good pass across to Jaylee. Shot's no good, and the rebound pulled down by Garner for the Indians. Here's Jennings. That shot up over everybody, and Jaylee Jennings has her first 2 points, and it's a 1-point Van Far lead. 7-6 into the corner for KK. Now to Kaylin Lockard. Long 2 is off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Keller. Ahead to Basket. Behind her, she was able to readjust and get it, and it's a foul going to be whistled on Megan Harrelson. Harrelson commits the first foul for either side. And Keller will inbound on the far side for Van Far. Got it to Panna Conaway. Now Jaylee Jennings across, and we've got a foul against the Hawks. Foul goes against Caitlin Kuntz, her first, team second. Here's Keller. Out to Haley Basket. Basket for 3 is short and out of bounds. Back to Clopton with 5:30 to go. So 2.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Not a whole lot has changed. A 1-point game. Van Far is ahead. They scored the first points. Now their lead is 1. Here's Akers for 3. That shot off the mark. Panna Conaway the rebound. Gets it over to Jaylee Jennings on a tip pass. Ahead of Basket and out of bounds. Back to Clopton with 5:15 to go in the quarter. And Conaway has to adjust those shoelaces. Now she's ready, and the ball comes in. Taylor Akers across the Giant E at center court. Bounce pass for KK. Kuntz gets it into Kaylin Lockard. Lockard too hard off the glass. Got her own rebounder. Put back, no, but a foul will send Lockard to the line to shoot 2. Seven 6 Van Far. Lockard at the line, trying to tie and put the Hawks ahead. 2:59 gone, and the shot is good. We're tied. $14 points. Split evenly. And the second shot is good as well. That puts Clopton up 8-7. Conaway Got it back to Jordan Garner. Garner on the move. Over to the far side. Good spin move. Bounce pass across to Jennings. Now for Conaway. Her floater is good. Panna Conaway with 2. And it's Van Far up a point. 9-8. Here's a 3 from the near side. Caitlin Kuntz. Her second tray of the quarter. And a 2-point lead for the Hawks. Over to the far side, the baseline shot is no good. Put back, Jennings is good. Jaylee Jennings has 4. We're knotted at 11 apiece. Speaking of 11, here's Taylor Akers. Over to the far side for Megan Harrelson. Now to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz drops it in. Kaylin Lockard. Turnaround. Ooh, she was partially blocked right into the hands of Jordan Garner. And a long pass ahead to Haley Basket. Basket turns, shoots, no good. And Akers almost got run over by Jaylee Jennings. Here's Taylor. Back to the offensive for Clopton. Skip past the near side for Megan Harrelson. Ball fake on Conaway. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Panna. It'll stay with Clopton with 3:42 to play. And into the contest is Marge Garrett. Mary Margaret Garrett replaces Megan Harrelson, who got this spot start in place of Kerrigan Lockard, who's out due to illness. Pass down low to Kaylin. Now a steal. Gets it to Marge Garrett. Garrett stripped of the ball. Long pass ahead for Basket. That's how they're going to play it, huh? Here's Basket to Jennings. Jaylee's shot is good. And a timeout taken on the floor with Van Far up 13-11 here in the early going on the Clopton Lady Hawks. We'll take a break, come back with more after this. It's the Class 2 District 5 tournament on TribCast.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Frankfurt Farm Supply, PJ's Salon, Perkins Electrical and Plumbing, Magruder Limestone Company, Country View Nursing Facility, Midwest Pest Professionals LLC, Denise Leverett of RP Lane Company, Hubrain Construction, Baragiola Hardware and Lumber, Beinhoff Funeral Homes LLC, and Center Locker Service. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
Jillian Lockard's 3-ball was no good. Jordan Garner got it ahead to Panna Conaway. Conaway with it now on the near point, a 3. That shot no good. Kaylin Lockard pushes the rebound over, and we're going to have a foul against Haley Basket. First foul against the Van Far Lady Indians. Actually, second foul. And I missed the first. We'll figure it out later. Here's Caitlin Kuntz across the stripe for the Hawks. Over to the far side for Taylor Akers. Akers back to Caitlin Kuntz. Caitlin near side, Kaylin Lockard. Runs into a triple team off the glass and good. Kaylin Lockard with 4 points. And the game is tied. And now the ball goes out of bounds, or no, a travel on the far side. I kind of skipped over it. Poor camera work, but it's early. 13-13. Here's Kuntz to the far side for Akers. Akers back to KK. Jennings out to defend. To Jillian Lockard over the far side. Taylor Akers for 3. She already has 1 in her pocket. Can't hit this one, and Jennings the rebound for the Indians. Jaylee going to take it up herself, get it to Devin Keller. Ball loose momentarily. Basket picks it up. Haley Basket into a double team in the corner. Cross. Oh, good pass to Conaway. Now to Jordan Garner off the glass. No good. And on the rebound, Basket going to pick up her second personal. Back-to-back fouls. Over to the far side, here's Jillian Lockard. Lockard skips it across to Caitlin Kuntz. Back to Jill. Jill to Taylor Akers. Akers going to drive, kick it out to KK. The three looks good, off the mark. Jillian Lockard, the rebounder. Put back is no good. Another rebound. It's Marge Garrett coming out with it. Ball saved. Back to Akers to the far side. Here's Lockard. Into Kaylin Lockard off the glass and in. 6 points for Kaylin Lockard, and it's a 15-13 lead. Here's a three from the top of the key. That's good. Jaylee Jennings for the Van Far Lady Indians. Get it down low, Marge Garrett. Garrett across, pass tipped away, and it's going to stay with Clopton. Little suspense out of Mr. Robinson. For 54.8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Van Far leads by 1. Lob pass out to Jillian Lockard. To the near side, Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz back out to Jill. Over to the far side for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson to the near side. KK thought about three. Gets it to the corner. Here's Lockard for three. Jillian shot over everything. Back to Kaylin Lockard. Shot no good. A travel called against Lockard before the shot with 40.8 seconds to go. And Van Far can add to their 1 point lead. Keller gets it in to Jaylee Jennings. Back to Devin Keller. And Marge Garrett gets a hand in and steals. Down to 34 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Jillian Lockard across. Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz steps past Jennings. Back to Kaylin Lockard. Back to Jillian Lockard now. Jill. Her shot was, I think, partially blocked or just off that balance that much. There's Keller. In and out, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And it was knocked through Garner's hands, they say, by Marge Garrett. So it'll stay with Van Far. 12.2 seconds to go in the quarter. It looks like the Indians are going to take a lead to the break. The quarter break. Here's a floater for Conaway. That shot's no good. Rebound, Marge Garrett. Gets it ahead. Here's Caitlin Kuntz. 3 seconds to go. Maybe I spoke too soon. Here's a three at the buzzer. No. Van Far will lead after one. 16-15. Over the number 1 seed, Clopton Lady Hawks. Back with more from the Class 2 District 5 semifinals after this on TribCast.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agriculture equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Start of the second quarter, scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Ascrow DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Jennings to the near side for Panna Conaway. Conaway back up top for number 15, Elise Jensen. Jensen came in late in the first quarter. Now to Abigail Hun to the near side for Jordan Garner. We'll get you scoring as we go along, but there's a score right there. First 3 points of the night for Jordan Garner. That extends the Van Far lead to 4, 19-15 here at the start of the second quarter. So she's got 3. Devin Keller has 3. 2 points for Haley Basket. Here's a 3 from the top, too long. Marge Garrett the rebound, the putback, too hard off the glass. Jensen the rebound. Long pass ahead to Conaway. 9 points for Jaylee Jennings and 2 for Panna Conaway. As that ball is stolen by Kuntz, a sliding Caitlin Kuntz. Scoring for Clopton, 3 points Taylor Akers, 6 points for Caitlin Kuntz, 6 points for Kaylin Lockard. Here's Jillian Lockard to KK. KK going to drive to the baseline and score. All day there. She's got 8. Quickly up the floor. Here's Jaylee Jennings from in front of the free throw line. Misses everything, and the rebound out of bounds. Hun gave it an effort, but too far out of her reach. And back in the ball game for Akers, or as Akers comes in, Harrelson goes out. 19-17, 6:41 to play here in the first half. Here's Caitlin Kuntz to the near side for Jillian Lockard. Lockard back to Kuntz. And KK backs up. Has Jaylee Jennings in front of her. Over to the far corner now for Jillian Lockard. Lockard goes to the basket, scores, and is fouled. First 2 points for Jill, and a chance to make it a 3-point play. That ties it at 19. Van Far had taken a 4-point lead to start the quarter. Haley Basket coming in for Abigail Hun. And that's a 3-point play for Jillian Lockard. And a walk at center court as Jordan Garner had to adjust because basket where it wasn't where she thought she'd be. And Devin Keller coming in for Panaconaway. Here's Kuntz. Over to the far side for Jillian Lockard. Back up top. To the near side for Akers. Akers looks to the wing for Jillian Lockard. Finds her in the corner. Back up top. KK drives into a double team. Gives it back to Taylor Akers. Akers to the near side for Lockard. That's Jillian. Now for Kaylin Lockard. Over to the far side. Long three. Little too long. And Jaylee Jennings the rebound for the Van Far Lady Indians. Pass ahead. That's Jensen. Her shot's no good. Jordan Gardner the rebound. Back to Devin Keller for 3. Can't get it to go. Looked like it might have a chance off the rim. And Kuntz the rebound. Here comes Clopton. Jillian Lockard thought about 3. Gets it back to KK. Has another shot at it. She'll shoot over everything right into the waiting arms of Haley Basket. Basket having trouble in the backcourt. And a timeout taken by Van Far with 5:16 to play here in the first half. Clopton leads 20-19 over Van Far in the semifinals of the Class 2 District 5 tournament on TribCast.
Mid-America Auto and Towing. Complete automotive service. New and used tires with wholesale pricing. Mid-America Auto and Towing has a great line of used cars and trucks available with financing options for everyone. Buy here and pay here on select models at Mid-America Auto and Towing. Now at 15877 Highway 54 in Bowling Green across from the fairgrounds. Mid-America Auto and Towing.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC of Bowling Green and Silex and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana are proud to sponsor our area high school teams and wish everyone success this season. Uplifting and comforting, Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Home will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Proud to be of service, visit online at bibbbeach.com or collierfuneral.com. A personal touch can mean so much. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, Bowling Green and Silex, and Collier Funeral Home in Louisiana.
After the timeout, Van Far will have the ball across the way. Keller gets it to Jaylee Jennings. To Jordan Garner, now Haley Basket. Basket cut off from the baseline by Marge Garrett. Gets it back to Jordan Garner. Back to Jaylee Jennings now for Van Far. Akers out to defend the much taller Jaylee Jennings. Now Devin Keller with it on the far point. Up top to Elise Jensen. Jensen to the near side for Jennings. Her turnaround shot is no good. Rebound comes to the floor and picked up by Taylor Akers. Knocked away from Akers out of bounds. Good job slowing up the Clopton transition game there by Jaylee Jennings. And here come the Hawks. Over to the far side. Here's Taylor Akers. Akers back to KK. Good athletic maneuver there to pull in the pass. Up top, Taylor Akers. Over to KK in the center circle. Over to the far side she goes against Devin Keller. Gets it back to Marge Garrett. Marge to KK, down low. Jillian Lockard. Lockard, center of the lane. Forces up a shot. No good. Rebound, and we're going to have a foul on Lockard. That's the first on Jill, the third on the Hawks. Just 7 fouls over the first 12 minutes of this ball game. Here's Jennings over to Devin Keller. Keller ahead, long pass, too long. Saved by Jordan Garner. Here's Jennings across, basket. That shot, a little too long, and on the rebound goes off Lockard. Jillian out of bounds and stays with Van Far. 3:59 to play in the first half. To the near side for Jaylee Jennings. Jordan Garner, turnaround. Shot no good, but a foul will send Jordan to the line to shoot a pair. She's got 3 points tonight. And the foul is the first on Kaylin Lockard. 4th team foul, and Jordan to the line to shoot 2. The first one's no good. Now all she can do is hope to tie the game with the second. And the second shot by Jordan is good. Tied at 20. With 3:45 to play in the first half. State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime is coming up. Here's Kuntz to Harrelson from just inside 3. That shot's no good. Garner high for the rebound. Ahead to Haley Basket. 2-on-2. She can't hit. Kind of lost her balance, I think, before she shot that. Pass too long for Jillian Lockard, and it'll go back to Van Far with 3:29 to play in the quarter. Long pass ahead to Paniconaway. Conaway with a little bit of a hole or carry there. Comes to the near side. Now to basket. Turnaround. Shot one straight up in the air. Comes back down. And Clopton has it. To the near side. Here's Megan Harrelson to Jillian Lockard. Skip pass across. Tip to Taylor Akers. Akers' 3 is long. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Clopton with 3 minutes to go. In the second quarter, here from Ellsbury High School. Akers gets it in to Marge Garrett on the far corner. Back to Caitlin Kuntz. Now to Taylor Akers on the near point into the corner for Harrelson. Harrelson goes baseline. Got it back to Kaylin Lockard off the glass, and that one rolls home. 8 points for Lockard. Here's Jordan Garner. Reverse layup, no. Lockard the rebound. Scores on one end, gets the rebound on the other, and here comes Caitlin Kuntz. Back to Taylor Akers. Akers to Lockard again, and she traveled. .225 to play in quarter number 2 here from the Class 2 District 5 tournament. Jaylee Jennings takes it to the far side for Devin Keller. Keller, a couple of spin moves on Megan Harrelson. Tried to force a pass inside of Jennings. And it's taken away by Marge Garrett. Here's KK, pass Keller. Dumps it inside to Marge. She's blocked out. Big block. And here's Keller on the run. Tipped from behind by Harrelson out of bounds. It's going to stay with Van Far with 1:52 to go. 22-20. Clopton leads Van Far here in the semifinals. Try to get the pass into Bungie. They got it there. Her tip-up shot was no good, but Abigail will head to the line. Aubrey, I mean. Aubrey Bungie to shoot 2. the foul, the first on Marge Garrett. And the first shot is short. Second shot for Aubrey Bungie is no good. So she missed them both. And here's Taylor Akers. Clopton with the ball in a 2-point lead. Back to Taylor. Again, they're without Kerrigan Lockard, out ill tonight. Lob pass through the hands of Kaylin Lockard and out of bounds back to Van Farr. Minute 36 on the clock. Here's Jaylee Jennings. Starts a jog, gets across the line, and away from the ball, a foul called against Devin Keller. That was all the way in the corner. It's Keller's first. Marge Garrett checks out. Here's Akers. Pass tipped by Conaway out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks with a minute 22 to play. First half. Now they're saying it didn't. They didn't tip it. How do you miss that? Unless there was a second tip we didn't see. To the near side. Bungie off the glass, no good. And Jillian Locker the rebound. Here comes Caitlin Coons for the Hawks. Tries to drive and a blocking foul against the Indians. And that's against Aubrey Bungie, her first, team's fifth. 1:01 to play. We're in the second quarter. Keller will check out. Elise Jensen back in. Caitlin Lockard trying to find some room. Kicks it out. Jillian Lockard to the near side. Here's Caitlin Coons for three. A little long on that one. And the rebound knocked by Bungie out of bounds. It'll stay with Clopton with 53.8 seconds to go. 22-20 the Hawks lead Van Farr late in the first half. Winner takes on Paris, who beat Ellsbury in overtime tonight. Here's Lockard, long two. That's good. Caitlin Lockard. She's got 10 points. 4-point lead for Clopton. To the near side for Elise Jensen. Jensen has the ball tipped away from her, almost taken. It is taken by Megan Harrelson, then knocked out from behind, and we're going to have a foul on Jordan Garner. Garner picks up the personal, 6th-team foul against the Indians. 32.1 seconds to go. And Jaylee Jennings wants an explanation. Actually, that's a second foul on Jordan Garner. And Harrelson's free throw is no good. The rebound picked up by Bungie. Ahead to Jaylee Jennings. Van Farr looking to pull this thing within a point or two before halftime. Pass tipped and stolen by Jillian Lockard. Lockard trying to go coast to coast. Off the glass, no. And Jensen, the rebound, almost traveled. We're down to 12 seconds. Jaylee Jennings trying to go coast to coast. Puts up the shot. High arcing shot was no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Van Farr with 5.6 ticks remaining in quarter number 2. We had one overtime game tonight. This one has the makings of one. Pass tipped in the air. When's the clock going to expire? That's the longest 2 seconds in history. And Van Farr able to get a basket at the buzzer from Elise Jensen. Her first 2 points tonight, and it's a 2-point game after 2. We'll hit the halftime, the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. The Clopton Hawks leading the Van Lady Indians 24-22 on TribCast.
Have you been frustrated by slow internet available where you live? Great news. Now you have a choice. Viasat Internet has just rolled out brand new fast internet plans available in your area. Call your local internet expert, Cellular and Satellite Center today. Standard installation is free, and they can usually get you installed in 3 to 5 days. Don't put up with slow internet any longer. Call Cellular and Satellite Center at 573-324-3722. Terms and restrictions apply. See viasat.com for details. District Basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Dairy Queen of Vandalia, Dempsey Construction, Advanced Eye Care, Central Bank of Audrain County, Maple Grove Lodge Nursing Home, Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Spare Time Bowl and Grill, Penrod Real Estate, Stanek Auto and Supply, and by American Family Insurance Agent Rusty Strother in Vandalia. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast. Meyer Implement Company, your Kubota dealer in Bowling Green, invites everyone to attend this week's postseason games. As an authorized Kubota dealer, Meyer Implement is proud to offer a full line of Kubota tractors, utility vehicles, construction equipment, and mowers to make life a little easier on the farm or in your backyard. Proudly serving the area since 1939, Meyer Implement Company is proud to help sponsor this year's tournament on TribCast. Here's to a great week from your Kubota dealer, Meyer Implement Company of Bowling Green.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Clopton leads by 2 after 2 quarters in a tight game. I don't know if we were expecting a game this tight, but the number 4 seed Van Lady Indians have done what they needed to do to stay competitive in this one, and that was feeding the ball to Jaylee Jennings a lot in the first quarter. She put up 9 in the first quarter, and Van actually led by 1 after the first 8 minutes. She doesn't score in the second quarter, and now they're down 2 points. We'll see if that source opens back up for the Van Lady Indians as we enter the second half of this ball game. But you got to keep Jaylee scoring at a big first quarter, and Jordan Garner was uncharacteristically quiet in the first quarter. She comes back with 4 in the second quarter, including a 3 to kind of get things going as Van held the lead a lot of the first half. But in the end, it's Clopton had actually a 4-point lead in the closing minute, and Van gets a basket there in the final seconds to pull it within 2. But I don't know. This is a head scratcher through 2 quarters as Clopton without one of their starters. Kerrigan Lockhart is homesick tonight, but they've got so much experience and so much depth. I don't think they were expecting this kind of game through 2 quarters, and we'll see if they come out a little bit hotter to start the second half. We'll take a break, come back with your first half scoring after this. It's the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime on the peoplestribune.com.
And now, big news from your area flooring headquarters, Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green. They're proud to announce 3 new lines of vinyl click-together flooring that look absolutely fantastic with Liggins quality installation with over 20 years experience. Whether you need carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, or tile, call Mike or Shelley at 573-324-3030. Oh, and don't forget, Liggins Flooring is the only Dreamweaver carpet distributor in the area. Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We insure the fun stuff, too. See Shelter Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana for a free insurance review.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional stands ready to defend your home's comfort. Because when the temperature falls, Bryant turns up the heat. efficiently.
Your protectors are Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling in Bowling Green at 106 Business Highway 61 North, 324-6500, sparksheatingandcooling.com.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
2 quarters in the books. Let's check the scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Ken Feeds, Ascro and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Van Far, they outscored Clopton in the first quarter 16-15. Were outscored 9-6 in the second quarter. They've got 2 points from Elise Jensen, 2 points for Haley Basket, 2 points for Panna Conaway in this ballgame, 3 points for Devin Keller, a 4-point first half for Jordan Garner, and 9 points all coming in the first quarter for Jaylee Jennings. She's the game's, or Van Far's top scorer through 2. For Clopton, they came back and took the lead in that second quarter thanks to, a 10-point first half for Kaylin Lockard, 8 points for Caitlin Kuntz, 3 points for Jillian Lockard, 3 points for Taylor Akers. There's your scoring through 2 quarters, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. For Van Far, they are 1 of 4 shooting free throws in this ball game. Just 1 of 4. Those all came in the second quarter. And Clopton is a perfect 3 for 3. Both teams a little limited in their opportunities, but that, of course, will ramp up as we get into the second half. 24-22, Clopton leads after 2. And we'll be back with third quarter action after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Take your grocery list to County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia and save big on the foods and essentials your family loves. Savings every day throughout the store in every department, or let County Market do the cooking for you with signature fried chicken, roasters, sides, and desserts. And don't forget to use your Max card. They're free and available for instant use from your local County Market grocer in Louisiana, Vandalia, or shop anytime. Find recipes and more at mycountymarket.com.
Just about 2 minutes to go before we start quarter number 3. Apparently, hello to L.A. Jennifer. Watching who's sitting here on TribCast. Hope you're enjoying the game through 2 quarters. 24-22. Clopton leads after 2. A tight game here. Just like the first game, Paris and Ellsbury went to overtime. But Paris had a little bit more juice left at the end and got the victory to take on the winner of this second semifinal. We'll take a quick break, come back with your La Crosse Lumber Company second half start after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
District Basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Orff Construction Company, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Abel's Quick Shops, Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Ingram Plumbing, DH Electric, by Saints Avenue Cafe, Wood Smoke Meats, Northeast Missouri Title Company, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Missouri State Representative Jim Hansen, and the Clopton Hawks Booster Club. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Second half start brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873. Clopton ball to start the second half. KK to the near side for Taylor Akers. Akers skip pass over to Megan Harrelson. Harrelson tries to get past Jordan Garner on the baseline. That wasn't there, so she goes back to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz to Jillian Lockard. Lockard, turnaround shot. That's too long, and the rebound pulled down by Haley Basket. She'll get it ahead of Panna Conaway, and here comes Van Far up the floor trying to tie or take the lead with a three. Over to the far side for Devin Keller. Keller gets it back to Garner. Now for Jaylee Jennings. Her three misses everything out of bounds back to Clopton with 7:22 to play in the third. Here come the Hawks. Caitlin Kuntz. As Harrelson on the far side. Back to KK to the near side free throw line. Now to Akers. Back to Kuntz. She thought about the three. Couldn't get set. Now she will. Here's the three. Too long, and the rebound picked up by Jaylee Jennings. Jennings behind the back. Good move on KK to get across the line to Panna Conaway. Back to Jaylee. Up top for Haley Basket over to the far side. Here's Jordan Garner. Garner stops, pops, shot short. Got her own rebound. Turns it around. That's no good, but a foul whistled against the Hawks. That'll send Jordan Garner back to the line where she's one of two. Hit the back half of a two-shot opportunity. The foul goes on Caitlin Kuntz, her second. First team foul for Clopton here in the second half, and that makes it a one-point game. 24-23, and that's where it'll stay. Kaylin Locker the rebound. Off the miss by Garner. KK has Harrelson and gives it to her. Vocal fans up and around me tonight. Here's Taylor Akers. To the near side. Kuntz gives it back to Megan Harrelson on the far point. Into the corner for KK. Long two. Just inside the line. Makes it a three-point game. Long pass ahead to Jordan Garner. Garner back to Jaylee Jennings. For Panna Conaway. Conaway into the corner for Haley Basket. Skips it back up to Jaylee Jennings from the corner of the free throw line. Her shot flat off the back iron. Put back, no. Another rebound, and this time it's hit by Kaylin Lockard over to Caitlin Kuntz. Taylor Akers with it. As Clopton sets the offense. Trying to hit Jillian. Flying across the lane. It was behind her, and here's Marge Garrett in for Megan Harrelson. 5:41 to go in the third. Jennings crossover, gets across the line to the far side for Devin Keller. Now Jordan Garner in the corner. Garner gets it back to Jaylee Jennings. Now for Devin from inside three. Her shot's good. Devin Keller has 5 points tonight. 26-25. Clopton with the lead in the ball. Kuntz to Jillian, now to Kaylin Lockard. She just sends it back to Caitlin. Kuntz to Akers to the near corner for Jillian Lockard. Back up top for KK. Skip pass back again. Here's Jillian Lockard for three, and that one is long. And the rebound off of Kaylin Lockard. No, they said off of Jordan Garner out of bounds. 50-50 ball. They give it to Clopton. 4:54 to go. Off the inbound, Kaylin Lockard with two. And a foul on Taylor Akers. Akers first, team second. Go to the backcourt for Jaylee Jennings. Jordan Garner with it. Pass down low. Haley Basket off the glass and in. Haley Basket has 4 points tonight. And again, it's a 1 point game. Akers to Jillian Lockard, back to Akers. Bounce pass for Kaylin Lockard, back to Caitlin Kuntz. Caitlin Kuntz drops it down low. Kaylin Lockard off the glass and in. She's got 14. Back to a 3 point lead. Get it inside. Jordan Garner turnaround off the glass. No good. Basket had the rebound, lost it. Now Jordan Garner is able to steal it away. Back to Basket. Spins on Kaylin Lockard. Tried to force a pass, and it's intercepted by Jillian Lockard. Now Clopton on the run. Here's KK. Off the glass and in. Caitlin Kuntz has 12. Clopton's biggest lead of the night at 5 points. And a charge called on Jaylee Jennings. Offensive foul. Van Far a substitution, and Devin Keller seems to be injured. Back in is Elise Jensen. Actually, they gave the foul to Panna Conaway, not Jaylee Jennings. 3:41 to go. So it was away from the ball. Shot. Kaylin Lockard, no good. Panna gets the rebound. Panna weaves her way through three. Clopton Hawks. Here's Jaylee Jennings. Loose ball taken away. Akers almost to travel. Up to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz gets it down low. That shot no good for Marge Garrett. There comes Jennings. Ahead to Basket. Skip pass near side. There's Panna Conaway for three. It's good. Panna Conaway with a tray. She's got 5 points. 2-point game. Pass down low. Kaylin Lockard off the glass. No. Tipped up rebound. That's no good. Another one. Marge Garrett is good. Marge with her first 2 points. And a foul against the Indians. That's on. Actually, it's on Akers. Third team foul against Clopton. And the second on Taylor Akers. Jensen gets it to Panna. Now for Haley Basket. Basket to the near corner for Jaylee Jennings. Jennings drops it inside. Garner hits the bottom of the backboard, and a late whistle on Kaylin Lockard. That's her second. Team's fourth. And going to the line for two is Jordan Garner. She's 2 for 4 from the stripe tonight. 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Here from the Class 2 District 5 tournament at Ellsbury. And the shot is short. She'll need to make the second to keep herself at 50%. With 2:23 to go. Second shot is good. (34-31). Clopton with the lead in the ball. Over to the far side, Kaylin Lockard gets it back to Taylor Akers. Akers for three is long. Rebound, Jillian Lockard. Trying to just hand it to KK. It was off her fingertips and down to the floor. Tied up. Good work by Panna Conaway. And it's going to be Van Far ball. And a substitution, Megan Harrelson back in for Taylor Akers. Panna Conaway to inbound. Bounce pass to Jaylee Jennings. Now to Jordan Garner on the run. Jordan, there's a blocking foul. I think he was torn whether to call the charge or the block. And the foul whistled against Caitlin Kuntz. I think that's her third, or did he say 42? Must have said 42. It's her third. Kaylin Lockard getting into some foul trouble, and the first shot is good for Jordan Garner. Gets herself over 50%, and she can make it a 1-point game with the second shot. And that one is good. So she goes over 50% shooting free throws. 34-33. Clopton holding on to a slim lead. Skip pass all the way across to Jillian Lockard. Jill out of the corner, working against Basket. Basket doing a good job cutting off that baseline. Here's KK. All the way to the baseline. Kicks it back for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson for three. Rims out. Put back. Marge Garrett is fouled. So Marge heads to the line to shoot a pair. And this time the foul whistled on Jaylee Jennings, her first. And the first one is short. Back in. Akers for Harrelson. Marge with one more attempt here. Mary Margaret Garrett at the line, and short on that one too. So she missed them both. Rebound, Haley Basket, and she's on the run. Bounce pass. And now a foul against Garrett. Her second. Team's fifth. Excuse me, sixth. Jensen going to run out of time and knocked out of bounds. No, saved by Van Far. Over to the far side. Here's Conaway over everything out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Indians. Still a chance to take the lead with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Near side. Panna Conaway. Conaway over to the far side. From inside three, here's Basket. That's just off the mark. And the rebound out of bounds, swiped away by Jordan Garner. So it'll be Clopton ball. With 1:07 on the clock here in the third. 1 point Clopton lead still. Winner takes on Paris in the championship game on Friday. Up top. Here's Kuntz, blocked to the near side, picked up by Kaylin Lockard, and they'll reset. Here's Jillian. Jillian to the hoop. No, but a foul will send Jill to the line. 42.2 seconds to go, and that's the second on Jaylee Jennings. Just the third foul against the Indians here in the half. And the shot is good. Jillian Lockard. Her second trip to the line. She completed a three-point play earlier. That was back in the second quarter. And she makes it 36-33. Restores the three-point lead. And here's Jaylee Jennings. Her shot just too long. Rebound picked up by Kaylin Lockard over to Caitlin Kuntz. Kuntz trying to go coast to coast with a scoop. No. Basket the rebound for Van Far. Here's Jaylee Jennings. Jennings with 18 seconds to go. Gets it down to Jensen on the baseline. Jensen takes the shot and scores. She's got 4. It's a 1 point game. Down to 6 seconds. Long pass to the near side. Here's Jillian Lockard. Puts up the three. Good at the buzzer. Jillian Lockard with a hand in her face. She has 8 points, and we go to the fourth with Clopton up 39-35 here on TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Start of the fourth quarter, checking the scoring, brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Kent Feeds, Asco and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more. YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Van Far, they're outscoring 15-13 in the third quarter. They've got 8 points from Jordan Garner, 5 from Devin Keller, 4 points for Elise Jensen, 4 points for Haley Baskett, 9 for Jaylee Jennings, but none since the first quarter, and a 5-point night for Panna Conaway. For Clopton, 3 points for Taylor Akers, 12 for Caitlin Kuntz, who has the ball right now, 2 points for Marge Garrett, 8 tonight, as that's good. 14 points for Caitlin Kuntz now. We'll get you more of the scoring here in a second. Here's Baskett in a double team. Gets it back to Panna Conaway over to the far side for Jaylee Jennings. Jennings needs to put some points on the board over to the far side for Jordan Garner. Rest of the scoring, 2 points for Marge Garrett, 8 for Jillian Lockard, and 14 points for Kaylin Lockard. That shot a little bit long, and here's Marge Garrett with the rebound, but gave it right back to Panna Conaway over to Jaylee Jennings. Goes to the floor. Marge ties it up. It's going to stay with the Van Far Lady Indians, trailing 41-35. 52 seconds into this fourth quarter, Devin Keller comes back in. Long pass in Baskett. Over to the far side. Here's Devin Keller to the baseline. Tries to force a pass to Jensen and got there. And then her pass is taken away by Caitlin Kuntz. KK across the line to Jillian Lockard. Lockard back to KK. They may run a little clock here with 6:47 to go. Back to Jillian Lockard. Jill to Kaylin Lockard. Back to Jill. Her shot from 6 foot out is good. Jillian Lockard into double figures with 10. Clopton starting to stretch this a little bit. Here's Baskett. Long 2, it's good. Haley Baskett, that helps. 43-37. Talked to assistant coach Robert Alejandro about falling into a Van Far trap tonight. I don't think it's been a trap. I think Van Far's been that good. 6:10 to go in regulation. 43-37. Clopton leads the Indians on TribCast.
What an awesome season our athletes, coaches, student body, and fans have had. All this success was accomplished through hard work, talent, fine coaching, and tremendous community support. The Bowling Green Bobcats Athletic Boosters are committed to serving the student athletes of Bowling Green High School. Be sure to visit with a Booster Club member to see how you can become a member yourself. We have so much to celebrate. Go Bobcats, and best of luck from your Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor. And if you're looking for Bowling Green's game against Herman, it has been postponed till tomorrow night for Montgomery County High School. Here's Caitlin Kuntz. Over to the far side for Jillian Lockard. Jill. Over to the far side for KK. Back to Jillian Lockard as, again, they're looking to run clock here with 5:45 to go. Up 43-37. 6 points is their biggest lead of the night. Here's KK to Taylor Akers. Back to Caitlin Kuntz. Pass Jaylee Jennings, and a foul whistled on Jaylee Jennings. That's her third. Fourth team foul against the Indians. And again, Clopton will inbound between their bench and the scorer's table with 5:29 left. Gets it to Jillian Lockard. Jill dribbles out, and we'll wait for Conaway to come. Now dribble out again. Again, we're looking to run clock here. Lockard just dribbling around everybody, gets it to KK. Over to the far side, and a foul whistled. Which one's this on? Again, it's on Jaylee Jennings. That's her fourth. 5:04 to go.
And a timeout taken by Van Far. 43-37, 5:04 remaining in the fourth on TribCast.
If you buy electricity from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you're more than a customer. You're a member too. What does that mean? It means you have a say in how things run. It means you have equity in Quiver River when there's money left after expenses each year. It means that helping you save electricity is important because we're in this together. It means you have more than safe, reliable energy. You have power. You have people. Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those they serve. CUIVRE.com.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Clopton going into the stall. Marge Garrett with the ball. Gets it to KK. There's a shot and another foul. See if they go Garner or Pana on this one. And they give it to Pana Conaway, her second. 6-team foul, so the next one will be 1-and-1s. 43-37, 4:52 to play. And the shot is no good for Caitlin Kuntz. 43-37, still the score. And the second shot is good. She's got 15 tonight. 44-37. From the baseline, Devin Keller just off the mark, and the rebound, Kaylin Lockard. Van Far needs to get points every possession now, as Clopton is showing how good they can kill the clock. Now they'll weave it a little bit to Jillian Lockard. Jill to the hoop. Yes, and a foul. Whew. Chance for another three-point play for Jillian Lockard as Clopton pulling away. It's up to 9 now, the biggest lead of the night. And a free throw could make it 10. The foul goes on Garner, her third, and the shot is good. She's a perfect 4 for 4 from the line tonight. 10-point Clopton lead. Over to the far side, here's Haley Basket with it. Got to the spot where the pass ended up. Here's Basket on the drive against Kaylin Lockard. No. Rebound goes to the floor, and what do we have? Ooh, that's a weak tie-up. Called from the back official. Let that play out another second. Here's KK. Kuntz drops it off. Lockard off the glass. Kaylin Lockard with 2 more. She's got 16. 49-37. And a foul whistled on Marge Garrett. Her third. And Jordan Garner to the line. She's made her last 3, 8 points tonight. Only 2 points on the board here for Van Far in the fourth quarter. Make it 3. They needed some to cut the lead to 10. She hit them both. Good job. 10 points. Got to get the ball back now. 3:49 to go. Time starting to become a factor for Van Far. That shot, KK off the glass, is good. She's taken over. 12-point lead for Clopton. To the near side, Jaylee can't catch up with it. It goes out of bounds back to Clopton with 3:33 to play in the fourth. This is where your depth really helps. But Clopton stayed with the same 6 players pretty much all night. Working Marge Garrett in and out. Again, you're without Kerrigan Lockard, but a foul whistled on Haley Basket. That's her third. And a 1-on-1 opportunity coming for Jillian Lockard. And the first shot is good. 52-39. Second shot, good as well. She is 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 53-39. Clopton with the lead. Here's basket, turnaround shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebound comes out the far side to Kuntz, and she'll pass it off to Jillian Lockard. 5 minutes gone in the fourth. Lockard works past basket. Gives it back to KK. Panaconaway all over. Gives it back to Taylor Akers. Akers on the drive. Back to Jillian Lockard. Down to 2:30 to go. Here's KK. Drops it down low. Kaylin Lockard off the glass and in. Lockard has 18 points tonight. 55-39. Here's a three from Jaylee Jennings, no good. Fouls her own shot, goes to the floor, tied up. It'll be Clopton ball. 2:15 to play. Actually will be Van Far ball after a timeout. 2:15 on the clock, 55-39. Clopton leads. Van Far ball when we come back on TribCast.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 812 West Main in Bowling Green.
2:15 left in this ball game. Clopton is pulled away. So it was a 4-point game after 3, 2 points at the half. Van Far actually led after 1. Here's Jennings off the glass, no good. Kaylin Lockard the rebound, and here comes KK up the floor to the basket and in. Caitlin Kuntz with 2 more to make it 57-39. Devin Keller tries to work it down to Jordan Garner behind her. It's going to stay with the Indians, and Jillian Lockard coming back in the ball game for Taylor Akers. They get it in, and a big block on Jensen. Back to Panaconaway. Steps inside 3. Couldn't find the shot. Back to Jaylee Jennings. Minute 47 to go to the near side for Devin Keller. Keller back to Elise Jensen. Near side. Here's a 3. Keller just off the mark. And the rebound pulled down by Clopton again. We'll give and go to get them across the line. Here's Caitlin Kuntz. A lot of this place is emptied out. All the Paris and Ellsbury folks have finally gone home. Jillian Lockard. And a timeout taken by Clopton. And a timeout taken by Clopton with 1:09 to go. Here in the fourth, 57-39, Hawks lead on TribCast.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Orff Construction Company, McMailer & Sons Excavating and More, Airco Travel Centers, Cole Chiropractic Center, the Van Far Indians Booster Club, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green, by Pike County Title Company, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Lynn's Heritage House, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Danny Orff General Contracting, and Calbert's General Insurance. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
1:09 to go. Clopton up now 57-39. That's pretty unbelievable, as tight as this game was for 3+ quarters. Here's Jillian Lockard. Vanfar only 4 points here in the fourth. That shot no good. Kaylin Lockard gets the save, but it's taken and knocked away from Devin Keller. It'll stay with the Indians after good work by Keller and Conaway to get the ball. Here's Jaylee Jennings, possibly her last game. Looking more likely now. We're in the final minute. Here's Jaylee. That shot no good. Rebound, Jillian Lockard to the corner, and she gets it for the Hawks. Jillian Lockard, crossover. Kicks it back to Caitlin Kuntz with 32 seconds to go. KK to the near side for Caitlin Lockard. Couldn't get the pass cleanly, and Jordan Garner takes it away for Vanfar. Panna Conaway, her shot off the mark. It's just been that kind of fourth quarter for Vanfar, and a tie-up. Keeps it with Clopton. 16.5 seconds to go in this ball game, and Clopton going to advance to another district title game. 14 seconds to go. Across the line, KK comes. Gets it to Jillian Lockard. We've got the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame coming up next. Jill pulls back one more time, and this one's the final. 57-39, Clopton. A big fourth quarter to beat Vanfar here in the district semifinals from the Class 2 District 5 tournament on TribCast.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
It's time to button up the house to protect against winter's elements. Your local Lacrosse Lumber Company is your weatherization leader with doors, windows, and a full line of Owens Corning insulation. Don't hesitate, insulate. You'll save on your heating and cooling bills year-round. For prices on Owens Corning insulation, visit your local Lacrosse Lumber Company today. Savings may vary. Lacrosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
For over 90 years, Calvert's General Insurance has protected homeowners, farmers, and area drivers from life's unexpected incidents. This is Tim Gamb. Here at Calvert's General Insurance, we offer insurance from multiple companies to find you the best coverage at the best price. Call us at 573-324-2321 for a free quote. Calvert's General Insurance on the Square in Bowling Green.
It's time for the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
57-39, our final, as Clopton outlasts Vanfar here in the semifinals of the Class 2 District 5 tournament, and they'll take on Paris on Friday at 5:30 is the scheduled start time. So 1 versus 2, just like it was drawn up, but this night was nothing like it was drawn up, as the first game between Ellsbury and Paris goes to overtime before Paris finally holds seed. And Vanfar gives Clopton all they can handle in this one, finally relenting in the fourth quarter as Clopton pulls out 57-39 victory over the number 4 seed Vanfar Lady Indians. So that's going to be a very interesting matchup coming up on Friday between 1 and 2, Clopton and Paris here at Ellsbury High School. Final scoring numbers brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For the Vanfar Lady Indians, they only score 4 points in the final quarter of this ball game. They got 10 from Jordan Garner tonight, 9 from Jaylee Jennings, but she was held pointless after the first. So all 9 of her points coming in the very first quarter of this ball game. 6 for Haley Baskett, 5.9 for Panna Conaway, 5.9 for Devin Keller, 4 points for Elise Jensen tonight to round out the scoring for the Lady Indians. For Clopton, they had 3 points from Taylor Akers in this one, 2 for Marge Garrett. And then you get into the double-figure scores. 15 points for Jillian Lockard, 18 for Kaylin Lockard, and 19 points for Caitlin Kuntz in this ball game. So 3 with 15 or more for Clopton. And again, they were without one of their starters tonight as Kerrigan Lockard was out due to illness, and they expect her to be back for the championship game against Paris on Friday, and they will definitely need Kerrigan Lockard in that ball game, as it's going to take a lot to beat Tori Hamilton and her 6'5" frame, and they've got some good size. I mean, Allison Moore, she's a tall 5'9". You got a 5'10" kid coming off the bench. I mean, they've got some height. It's going to take speed and shooting to beat the Paris Lady Coyotes, and good box out defense. Pick up some defensive boards. You can't let the big girl have 2-3 chances, because she rarely scores on her first, actually. It's a lot of putback chances for Hamilton from what we've seen. All right, scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated. We'll take a break. Hopefully get our winning coach and our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game up here in just minutes on thepeoplestribune.com.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Frankfurt Farm Supply, PJ's Salon, Perkins Electrical and Plumbing, Magruder Limestone Company, Country View Nursing Facility, Midwest Pest Professionals LLC, Denise Leverett of RP Lane Company, Hubrain Construction, Baragiola Hardware and Lumber, Beinhoff Funeral Homes LLC, and Center Locker Service. More district basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Louisiana Bowling Green and Clopton schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries, as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
And welcome back to Ellsbury, our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game, finally coming out of the locker room along with Coach Devin Street. And let's get KK in here. Caitlin Kuntz, 19 points tonight. Yeah, this is a weird spot. I had to make the table myself to get it in the bleachers here. But 19 points tonight, but there was nothing easy out there against Van Far. They gave you everything they had.
Oh, yeah, they definitely came out. They didn't want to play. The seniors didn't want to play their last game. They wanted to fight to the end. And we came out a little slow, I think, but fourth quarter we pushed it up. Yeah,
fourth quarter, not only do you push the pace, but you hold them to just 2 points from the field, 4 points total in the final 8 minutes. And for 3 quarters, the final 3 quarters, you held Jaylee Jennings off the board. She didn't score after scoring 9 in the first. I don't know if you guys realize that or not.
I didn't know that.
But that's pretty big in a tight game to stop one of their top scorers like that.
Oh, yeah, they definitely played pretty good. Yeah. I don't know.
It was a weird game.
Yeah, I wasn't. I knew that they weren't gonna like just give it to us, but
Yeah,
I didn't think it was gonna be like that intense.
You guys were a heavy favorite. Paris was a heavy favorite.
Oh, yeah.
That game goes to overtime, and then your game goes into the fourth as a 2-point game. It's just one of those weird nights. A lot of the other districts were called off because of snow, so everyone was kind of watching this one anyway. And to have 2 really good games, I know it's probably not what you guys wanted out there, but it was entertaining from up here.
Yeah, I like the Paris game. It was really intense for us too. We were sitting over there, we're like, oh, they just went overtime and all this stuff. So it kind of got us hyped, and then we didn't really.
Well, and that kind of you guys are so hyped to come out at a certain time, and then the game goes an extra 5, 6, 7 minutes. That can kind of explain a slow start a little bit because you've got to kind of put yourself down and then get yourself back up again, and it may have taken a few minutes.
Yeah,
tonight.
It was a slow start.
All right, so now what do you know about them other than 6'5" Tori Hamilton?
They don't quit. They keep pushing no matter what to the end. They have a pretty good point guard. Gonna have to.
Yeah, 21. 21's very good. She was pushing the play quite a bit tonight, and they get a lot of they've got a lot of different shooters on the team. You can't really square in on one, but what you can't let happen is Hamilton to get multiple rebounds because she usually doesn't.
Will be big.
She doesn't score on her first attempt very often.
No.
It's her second or third attempt. So. I'll let you go. Congratulations on this one. Best of luck on Friday, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
That is our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game. 19 points tonight for Caitlin Kuntz, and let's get Coach in here. Coach Streed, I was saying it to Caitlin. It's just one of those weird nights where everything, it doesn't matter who's favored or anything. It's going to be a couple of tight games, and everyone wants to get in that championship, and no one wants their season to end.
Right. Yeah, we didn't play well as far as shooting. We didn't shoot well, so I think that's a big deal for us. That's a lift, and those 3 balls or outside shots fall for us. It kind of ignites it. We couldn't get in our press very well. He does a good job of getting it in quick against us, and we just really struggle with them on that, so that kind of hurt us. I thought a few people, Mary Margaret Garrett, stepped up big for us tonight with Kerrigan being gone. She played some big minutes, did a pretty good job on Gardner, who's pretty tough, strong. So, it's at this point, I'm disappointed with how we played, but I'm thankful that we're still playing. So I went down there, and it is, the girls get down or whatever. They're frustrated. I'm frustrated. But at this point in the game, it's whoever survives. And so hopefully we'll have a better shooting night on Friday, and it all will be forgotten. But what's important is that we came out with a W.
Once you guys got it opened up to 5, it seemed like you were running a lot more clock, getting into that stall a little bit, and that really frustrated Jennings for them, and opened up some easy points to get this thing up to 19 or 18 points at the end.
Right. So that's just something we've been practicing all year long, and I was hoping down the stretch we'd be good enough at doing it that we can finish games that way. And tonight we really did a great job of doing that. Kaylin got a lot of good baskets. Right at the basket, our guards were able to penetrate and dish to her, and she was able to finish, and that was huge for us. So that made all the difference in the fourth quarter, and that's what put us ahead at the end.
You mentioned shooting, but rebounding is going to be huge on Friday.
Oh, definitely. Paris, what we saw from Paris tonight is not the typical Paris that you're probably going to see. But they are capable of getting in foul trouble. I've watched them a couple times this season. The Hamilton girl is huge. So teaching the girls and getting them to understand you're not going to block her shot. So you just gotta be in a position to contest it, and then you need to turn around and box out, because it's not always the first one. With her, I saw her have
It rarely is the first one.
Right. And she's improved a lot from last year. We played them last year. They actually knocked us out of district play last year to go to the championship game, and she's improved a lot. So she is capable, but just stay in the course. We're gonna have a game plan going forward. Stay into that game plan, staying out of foul trouble, and giving ourselves a chance in the fourth quarter. And I think that'll be a big deal for us. So we'll be ready. I'll do my best. I'm going to give it my all, and I know my girls will show up ready, and hopefully those shots fall for us.
Well, congratulations on this one. We'll be here Friday for you as well, and best of luck in the championship game.
Thanks so much.
That's Coach Devin Street here after a 57-39 victory over Van Far in the district semifinals, and they will have that rematch with Paris in the championship game coming up on Friday night. Weather permitting, everything's weather permitting. Bowling Green will have them for you tomorrow, along with the men's semifinal from here, weather permitting. So it'll be Van Far in action against Paris. That'll be our only game from here, and that's the 5:30 game tomorrow. So it's the earlier of the two games, and then we'll have Bowling Green and Herman girls semifinal action coming up from Montgomery County and the Class 3 District 8 tournament. 57-39 our final. It'll be Clopton and Paris for the title here on thepeoplestribune.com. Good night, everybody.